Good morning, Creamy fans, and welcome to the Creamy Kitchen. Today we're going to make a sorbet and we're going to use apple and coriander. I'm into juicing, and every second day I make myself an apple and a coriander juice. It is very delicious, and these apples are very sweet, and we won't need to add any sugar. So all you will need is 3 apples and a bunch of coriander. I've got about 50 grams here, and we'll just go over to the juicer and juice this to enable us to make our sorbet. These apples are actually pink ladies, so they're actually quite sweet. That's why we don't need the sugar. If you get an apple that's not quite so sweet, then please feel free to add some if you wish. You could make a little sugar syrup, which would be adding a bit of sugar to some water and heating it up on the stove, and just use that as a little sugar syrup to add to the juice. Now this is my juicer, the beautiful Green Star Elite, which makes really nice cold pressed juices. So I started on the apple. Now this is the way I cut the apple to go through the juicer. I just halve it, and then I do it in thirds to make it easier to go through the juicer. So just get this last apple done. And I just take out a bit of the core and the seeds. I just keep a little container where I put all my scraps, and my friend has got some chickens and she uses all my beautiful organic produce to feed her chickens. So I don't eat eggs, but if they're going to eat eggs, maybe if we can make the eggs a little bit more healthy for them. Got this the wrong way around. Okay, so all I need to do now is juice. So if you cut the root off, it'll go through easily. I want to get the whole lot of the coriander into the juice, so a little bit more time consuming. So here we have our beautiful green juice. All we need to do now is get it into the container and freeze it overnight. So I might just have a little taste test and see how it tastes. It tastes delicious. Now all we need to do is get it into the container, put it into the freezer overnight, and then we can make the beautiful sorbet in the morning. Looks like we have the perfect amount of juice. It's filled up to the fill line. So there's none left for me, unfortunately, but I did have some this morning when I got up. I had an apple and coriander. Just letting you know that I've got a new fridge. The old one was no good anymore. It just had a tiny little thing in there that was rusted, and that it could not be fixed. So unfortunately I had to go out and buy another fridge, but I do love the one that I have. And it's got a compartment in there where I can put the ice creams, which fits perfectly. It fits the 3 containers that I have, and I'll show you that shortly. So this is my new freezer compartment, and on the top shelf I've got the other empty jars in there, so 3 fit perfectly. So I'll put that in there to freeze overnight. I need to take these out now. Just wanted to show you. So this is definitely going to be level, and we'll come back and make the sorbet tomorrow. So there you go. See you then. Just as a little extra, you might find when you do juices that they might start to separate. This one doesn't look too bad, but if you like, while it's still freezing, you could go in there and just give it another little mix, just to make sure it's not separating too much. You'll find that the machine will blend it all together anyway, but just while it's in a liquid state, if you go back maybe once an hour and just give it a little mix, and then you might get a better sorbet from that. That's entirely up to you, and that's optional.
Well, good morning. It's been 24 hours and hopefully I've got audio today. I'm really sorry about what happened at the beginning or yesterday. I forgot to put my microphone on and there was no sound. But anyway, we managed to get through that. So what we have to do now is the apple and coriander sorbet. It's nice and solid. It looks quite level. Just give it a little bit of a scrape. So we're going to do this today on the sorbet setting. Over there. Okay. Okay, so she's all ready to go. So all we have to do is press sorbet and away we go. Just about there. And there she is. So we'll release this. Ooh, not too bad. It looks a little bit flaky. I'm not sure with a sorbet, so that might be a question we have to ask. If you do the respin, does it respin it as a sorbet or does it respin it as just a respin? Interesting. No, so it's looking a little powdery, so I'm actually going to do a respin on this one. So we just hit the respin button. Done. Well, let's check it out again. That looks a bit better. So all that's left to do now is the scoop. So let's see how we go.
I'll take that out actually. Beautiful. A little powdery, but looks pretty good.
Okay, so let's give it a taste. Still a little bit on the powdery side, but it is a sorbet. Nice and icy, and it's got that tart taste. You have to really like coriander. The coriander and both the apple are coming through really, really well. Oh yes, it's very refreshing. I do a lot of work outside in the garden, so I can just imagine doing gardening and taking a bowl of this outside and eating it. A bit like a slushy, if you know what a slushy is. It's a bit that sort of consistency. But I really love the taste, and like I said, it's something that will be very refreshing. It might be better a little bit creamier, but I really like this. So I hope you enjoyed watching this video. Maybe alter the recipe a little bit and see what you come up with. And I'll see you in the next video.